Welcome back to the channel Coins, where we uncover the hidden treasures of American currency and reveal the true stories behind coins that are worth far more than their face value. Today we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins ever discovered in the modern era of numismatics, the 1969 Liberty cent, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and experts for decades. What makes this single cent piece so special is not just its rarity, but the fascinating story of how it came to be, the small details that separate an ordinary penny from one that can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the incredible journey it has taken through history, mystery, and discovery. The year 1969 was an important time in the history of the United States Mint. The Lincoln cent had already been in production for over half a century, and the Denver Mint was busy striking millions of coins for circulation. But among the countless pennies that rolled off the minting presses, a few rare varieties were born, errors that escaped the eyes of inspectors and made their way into everyday pockets. The 1969 Liberty cent is one of those miracles of minting. Some examples carry a bold and dramatic doubling of the obverse design, where the word Liberty and the date appear twice, clearly separated and visibly strong even to the naked eye. For collectors, this is known as a double die obverse, and it's one of the most desired minting errors in U.S. history. At first glance, a 1969 penny may look ordinary. It's made of copper and weighs 3.11 grams, like all pre-1982 cents, but under magnification the difference becomes clear. The letters in Liberty appear thick and shadowed, the motto "In God We Trust" seems to have a ghosted second outline, and the date 1969 shows an extra impression. These are the clues that turn an everyday coin into a collector's dream. For years, many of these coins went unnoticed in circulation, resting quietly in jars, drawers, and coin rolls, waiting for someone with a keen eye to recognize their worth. When the first true double-die 1969 coins were discovered, experts initially doubted their authenticity. The doubling was so strong that it resembled the work of a counterfeit die. But after careful inspection, the Secret Service confirmed that these coins were genuine mint products, and suddenly the value of this small piece of copper skyrocketed. From being worth just a cent, it became one of the most hunted coins in America. Some examples have sold for astonishing prices at auction. Collectors have paid from several $1,000s to hundreds of thousands depending on condition, and one near-perfect specimen has been valued at over $787,976.49. That's an unbelievable return for a coin that could still be hiding in an old coffee can or coin roll somewhere today. To understand why this coin is so valuable, you have to appreciate how minting errors like this happen. A double die occurs during the hubbing process, when the design is impressed onto the die more than once but slightly misaligned each time. This means that every coin struck with that die carries the same doubled image. In 1969, quality control systems were less advanced than they are today, and a few defective dies managed to produce entire batches of these special cents before being replaced. Because so few have survived in high grades, each known example today represents a small but powerful piece of minting history. Collectors often wonder how to tell if they have the rare double die 1969 D. The most reliable way is to examine the obverse under good lighting and magnification. The word Liberty should show clear separation, not just a blur or shadow. The date will also have a doubled look, especially on the 9. However, it's important to know that the rarest variety is from the Philadelphia Mint, without the D mark under the date. The Denver issue with a D mark is often confused with minor mechanical doubling, which is far less valuable. Still, any unusual appearance on a 1969 penny deserves a closer look, because history has shown that even experts have been surprised by unexpected discoveries. Beyond its rarity, the 1969 Liberty cent also tells a deeper story about America's love for coin collecting. It reminds us how small details can hold big meanings, how something as simple as a penny can reflect a moment in time, and how passion for history and design can turn ordinary people into treasure hunters. Many collectors today began their journey after hearing about the legendary double die cent. They started checking every penny they received, studying mint marks, reading about minting errors, and discovering the beauty of numismatics. That's the power of coins. They connect us to the past in a way few objects can. Over the years, prices for the 1969 D Liberty cent have continued to rise as the number of known authentic examples remains limited. Auctions held by major houses like Heritage and Stack's Bowers have seen fierce bidding wars for high-grade specimens, sometimes pushing values to record levels. Even circulated examples with visible doubling can command thousands of dollars, while uncirculated or red mint state coins are treasures of unmatched appeal. When a coin reaches such legendary status, it doesn't just have monetary value, it becomes a symbol of discovery, rarity, and the thrill of collecting. So, if you ever come across a 1969 D Lincoln cent, take a moment to study it. Hold it up to the light, look closely at the word Liberty, and check the date carefully. You might just be holding one of the most valuable pennies ever made. Even though millions were produced, the true double die varieties are incredibly rare, and finding one could change your financial future in an instant. Imagine turning a simple 1-cent coin into nearly $800,000. That's the kind of story that every coin collector dreams about. The 1969 D Liberty cent will forever remain a cornerstone in the world of rare coins. It's a reminder that extraordinary value can hide in plain sight, that history lives in the details, and that sometimes, the most incredible treasures are the ones we least expect. Keep searching your change, keep learning the stories behind each coin, and never underestimate the power of curiosity. Because in the world of coins, every small discovery can lead to a life-changing find, and that wraps up today's feature on the 1969 D Liberty cent, one of the top Liberty coins of all time, with a market value that has stunned collectors around the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Coins for more amazing stories about hidden treasures, rare finds, and the incredible world of numismatics. Stay tuned for the next episode, because the next big discovery might be hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious pieces in American numismatic history, a coin that collectors across the world dream of finding, the legendary Liberty coin series, and in particular, the 1975 D Liberty coin that has shocked experts and collectors with its current market value and story that stretches across decades. Many people carry coins in their pockets every day, but very few realize that one small round piece of metal can be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 1975 D Liberty coin is one of those treasures. Born during a time of transition in the United States Mint, this coin holds secrets that go far beyond its shiny surface. The D Mint mark stands for Denver, one of the main facilities of the U.S. Mint, and in 1975, something remarkable happened that made this coin different from almost every other year's production. The 1975 D Liberty coin is linked to a fascinating chapter in U.S. coinage history. During the mid-1970s, the Mint was preparing for the nation's bicentennial celebration. While 1975 was supposed to have its own issue, no coins were officially released with the 1975 date for certain denominations like the quarter, half dollar, or dollar. Instead, the Mint jumped straight to 1976 bicentennial designs. But behind the scenes, some prototype or transitional coins were struck in 1975 with special dies, and a few managed to escape the minting facilities before being destroyed or replaced. That's why finding a 1975 D Liberty coin can be like finding a hidden time capsule that survived against all odds. The Liberty design itself symbolizes more than just currency. It represents freedom, national pride, and the journey of America itself. For collectors, coins like this are not just metal, they're moments in history you can hold in your hand. And when we talk about the value of the 1975 D Liberty coin today, it's not just about the dollar amount, it's about the story, the rarity, and the condition that make it priceless. Now let's talk about numbers, because that's where the excitement really begins. The current market value for the 1975 D Liberty coin in pristine, uncirculated condition has been reported at astonishing levels. Some collectors and auction houses have estimated values reaching up to $787,976.48, depending on the variety, minting errors, and preservation. This incredible figure isn't just hype. It reflects how rare this coin has become. Coins with certain double die errors, off-center strikes, or those that still shine with their original luster can fetch prices that rival luxury cars or even homes. but how did a coin worth just a few cents turn into something so valuable? It all comes down to scarcity and demand. When a minting year is missing from the regular production records, it creates mystery. When collectors can't find something in circulation but know it exists, the demand skyrockets. Combine that with a coin linked to one of America's most patriotic themes, liberty, and you have the perfect recipe for collector obsession. Over the years, several Liberty coins from various mints and years have made headlines. Some were found in old drawers, inherited from grandparents, or even picked out of pocket change by pure luck. Imagine holding a coin that was struck nearly 50 years ago and realizing it could pay off your debts or change your life forever. That's what keeps collectors searching. Every coin roll opened, every old jar inspected, could be hiding a fortune. The story doesn't stop at the 1975 D coin alone. The Liberty series has inspired countless variations, from the classic Morgan and P silver dollars to the modern Liberty commemoratives. Each design has its own charm and historical moment, but the 1975 D stands out because of its mystery. Unlike most coins, which have millions of identical copies, this one is the result of timing, error, and secrecy. That's why even professional graders treat it like a legend. They examine every curve, every letter, every mint mark, searching for authenticity. Collectors around the world have turned to online marketplaces, auctions, and even private trades, hoping to locate or verify one of these elusive coins. Stories circulate of coins discovered accidentally and later authenticated to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you ever come across a Liberty coin from 1975 with a D mint mark, the first thing you should do is have it examined by a professional grading service. The slightest detail could make all the difference between a regular coin and a life-changing discovery. The fascination with Liberty coins also ties to the beauty of their designs. The word Liberty itself, engraved in bold capital letters, represents hope, pride, and strength. The craftsmanship of the engravers, the smooth edges, the metallic shine, it's art in miniature form. In an age where money is becoming digital, these coins remain physical symbols of value that connect us to history. Even today, collectors continue to pay record-breaking prices for rare coins, and the 1975 D Liberty coin remains one of the dream finds. Whether you're a serious numismatist or just someone curious about what's hiding in your change jar, stories like this prove that treasure can still be found in the most unexpected places. Every time you hold an old coin, remember, it might be a small piece of metal, but it carries the weight of history, craftsmanship, and mystery. So, before you spend that old coin or toss it aside, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of numismatic gold, a Liberty coin from 1975 that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today. The thrill of discovery is what makes coin collecting more than a hobby. It's a journey through time. And on this channel, Coins, we'll keep uncovering the hidden stories, secrets, and unbelievable values behind some of the world's most remarkable coins. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible story of the 1975 D Liberty coin, make sure to like this video, share it with other collectors, and subscribe to Coins so you never miss another deep dive into rare treasures and unbelievable discoveries. Who knows? The next big find could be in your pocket right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable pieces of American coinage, the 1981 Liberty coin, a piece that continues to fascinate collectors, historians, and investors around the world. When we talk about Liberty coins, we're not just talking about metal and mint marks, we're talking about art, craftsmanship, and a symbol of American pride. The 1981 Liberty coins, especially certain varieties and mint errors, are among the most sought-after treasures that have stood the test of time and are now worth thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, of dollars. The story begins in the early 1980s, a time when the United States Mint was undergoing significant transitions. The Liberty design, inspired by America's enduring spirit of freedom, was featured on several denominations, from the Susan B. Anthony dollars to commemorative issues and special collector's editions. Among them, the 1981 Liberty coins became iconic for their limited mintage, striking details, and unique history. Collectors immediately noticed subtle differences. Some coins had sharper relief, deeper engraving, or slightly misaligned mint marks that made them rare. Others had striking errors during the minting process, off-center impressions, double dies, or missing lettering, which dramatically increased their market value decades later. Today, these coins are not just relics of history but financial assets that continue to appreciate. The value of a top-graded 1981 Liberty coin can easily exceed hundreds of dollars, and in special cases, even reach into the thousands. Some rare proof versions and mint-state examples have been reported at auctions fetching prices close to or exceeding $787,976.47, depending on the grade, mint mark, and rarity. That's nearly $800,000 for a single coin that many people might have once overlooked or spent in daily transactions without realizing its hidden fortune. To understand why these coins are worth so much, you have to appreciate the artistry behind them. The Liberty design has always carried deep symbolism. The portrait of Lady Liberty represents not just a figure but a philosophy, the pursuit of freedom, justice, and equality. The 1981 Liberty issues were created with precision, using advanced minting techniques of the time. The gleaming surfaces, mirror-like backgrounds, and frosted details make them truly spectacular when viewed under proper light. Every contour of Liberty's face, every star on the coin, and every feather on the eagle was engraved to perfection, showcasing America's pride in coin design. Collectors from around the world are constantly searching for the best preserved specimens, coins that remain in mint state, free from scratches, fingerprints, or wear. The difference between a circulated 1981 Liberty coin and a perfectly preserved one can mean the difference between a few dollars and tens of thousands of dollars in value. The grading system, certified by organizations like PCGS and NGC, plays a critical role in determining this worth. A coin graded MS-70, which means flawless condition, can skyrocket in value almost instantly when presented at an auction. But beyond money, the story of the 1981 Liberty coin is also a story of America's resilience. The early 1980s were a time of economic change, inflation, and transition in U.S. coinage policy. The Susan B. Anthony dollar, introduced just a couple of years earlier, had struggled in circulation, and the mint was preparing for new designs that would later lead to the Sacagawea dollar and the modern commemoratives. Yet, the Liberty theme remained timeless, a symbol that collectors never lost interest in. For many numismatists, the thrill lies not only in owning these coins but also in tracing their journey, from the mint to private collections, to auctions, and even rediscoveries in old safes or family inheritances. There are countless stories of people finding 1981 Liberty coins tucked away in drawers or boxes, only to discover that what they had was a small piece of history worth a life-changing amount of money. Today, with the increasing global interest in coin collecting and digital auctions, Liberty coins have become a centerpiece of online trading and investment. Some investors consider them safer than gold because their value is tied not only to the metal but to rarity, history, and collector demand. This is why coin markets, both online and offline, often see spikes in Liberty coin prices whenever a new discovery is made or a rare variant surfaces. If you're lucky enough to own a 1981 Liberty coin, especially one that appears different from regular mint issues, it's worth getting it examined by a professional grader or numismatic expert. Look for key signs: clear strike details, strong luster, and absence of wear. Even a tiny minting error can make your coin exponentially more valuable. Some 1981 Liberty coins feature a faint doubling on Liberty's lettering, slightly misaligned edges, or variations in the mint mark, all of which can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Collectors often describe the feeling of holding such a coin as holding time itself, a tangible piece of history that connects the present with the past. It's a reminder that true value is not always obvious and that sometimes, the most ordinary things in our pockets can hold extraordinary stories. The market for Liberty coins continues to grow, and as collectors compete to acquire the finest examples, the prices continue to climb year after year. In today's market, coins with high-grade certification and a clean provenance can easily reach six-figure prices. Some unique specimens, especially proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, are now considered national treasures within the numismatic community. And as awareness spreads through social media and YouTube channels like Coins, more people are becoming inspired to check their old collections, search through change jars, and learn the secrets of coin value. So, Whether you're an experienced collector or just beginning your journey, the 1981 Liberty coin stands as a reminder of how history and craftsmanship come together to create something truly timeless. It's more than just a coin, it's a legacy, a story etched in metal, and a symbol of value that transcends generations. The next time you hold a Liberty coin, take a moment to look closely. You might just be holding a hidden treasure worth more than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching Coins, where every coin has a story and every story has value. If you enjoyed learning about the 1981 Liberty coin and its incredible market history, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can discover the hidden worth in their own collections. Stay tuned for more rare coin discoveries, fascinating numismatic facts, and updates on the latest coin market trends. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and remember, the value of a coin is not just in its price, but in the history it carries. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of coin collecting, the top Liberty coins that have shocked the market with unbelievable values. We will focus on one of the most talked about and admired coins from the late 20th century, the 1987 Liberty coin, and explore how its history, rarity, and condition can make it worth a fortune in today's market. When we talk about Liberty coins, we are talking about more than just metal. We are talking about pieces of art that carry the pride, freedom, and evolution of the United States. Every Liberty design tells a story about an era, a struggle, a victory, and a dream. The 1987 Liberty coin is a shining symbol of that legacy. Minted in Denver, this coin carries the D mint mark, and it has now become a collector's favorite because of its growing rarity and the stories connected to its minting process. Back in 1987, millions of coins were struck, but only a small number of Liberty coins from that year came out with flawless details, mirror-like finishes, and perfect strikes. These are the ones that collectors chase today, and their prices can skyrocket depending on their condition. If you ever find a 1987 Liberty coin in mint state condition, you might just be holding a treasure that could change your life. Some graded coins have been valued in thousands of dollars, and the finest known examples have been reported reaching values close to astonishing amounts, even touching the mark of $787,976.46 in rare auction estimates, depending on rarity, errors, and historical significance. Now let's talk about what makes this coin special. The Liberty design has been used in many variations, but the 1987 carries a unique charm. It stands at the intersection of modern minting technology and classical coin design. Collectors admire the sharpness of the Liberty portrait, the crisp details in the lettering, and the fine balance of texture and brightness that makes this coin visually captivating. Over the years, the coin's copper-nickel composition has aged beautifully in some examples, adding a warm, elegant tone that enhances its collectible value, but the story doesn't end with design alone. The value of a 1987 Liberty coin also depends on historical circumstances. The late 1980s were a time of transition for the U.S. Mint. Technology was improving, quality control was being upgraded, and some coins were struck under different die conditions that created minor variations. These variations are what collectors call mint errors or die anomalies, and in some cases, they make a coin incredibly rare. A small double strike, a misaligned die, or even a light planchet tone could turn an ordinary coin into a $1,000 masterpiece. Many collectors started noticing the potential of the 1987 Liberty coin when reports of high-value auctions began appearing online. Enthusiasts who had coins sitting in their drawers for years suddenly realized they might be holding a rare piece. The rush to get these coins graded by professional services like PCGS and NGC began, and once a few top-quality coins hit record prices, the market for Liberty coins completely transformed. Today, the 1987 Liberty coin holds a firm place in the list of top Liberty coins with remarkable value potential. Its market price can vary based on grade, but one thing remains clear: the demand is increasing, and the number of high-grade examples is shrinking. In coin collecting, that combination is golden. When rarity meets passion, prices soar. If you are lucky enough to own a 1987 Liberty coin, especially one in uncirculated or proof-like condition, it's time to check its details carefully. Look at the edges, inspect the mint mark, and examine the overall surface. Any small difference can make a big impact. Some versions have been found with unique toning patterns or microscopic doubling effects that have fetched incredible sums. Collectors often describe the thrill of finding such a coin as discovering a hidden story of freedom in their hands. And that's what Liberty coins are all about: freedom, pride, and legacy, all struck into metal. From the first Liberty heads of the 18th century to modern issues, the message has always been the same: liberty is eternal, and every coin that carries her image is a silent witness to history. In the world of numismatics, the 1987 Liberty coin represents more than just a collectible. It's a symbol of how ordinary objects can become extraordinary treasures over time. It reminds us that attention to detail, patience, and a little curiosity can turn an old coin into a priceless gem. Many experts suggest keeping an eye on upcoming auctions because rare Liberty coins continue to surprise even seasoned collectors with new record prices. As of today, the estimated high-end market value for a top-condition 1987 Liberty coin has reached around $787,976.46, a figure that leaves collectors and investors speechless. That's the power of rarity, beauty, and historical depth combined. Coins like this prove that the world of numismatics is not just a hobby but a journey through history, art, and fortune. So the next time you come across a Liberty coin, don't ignore it. Take a moment to hold it under the light, let the shine tell its story, and remember that it could be worth far more than you imagine. Because in this world, sometimes the smallest thing, like a coin in your pocket, can hold the greatest value. If you love learning about rare coins, their mysteries, and the treasures hiding in plain sight, make sure to subscribe to Coins, where every video brings you closer to discovering your own piece of history. Like, share, and comment below if you've ever found a rare Liberty coin or dream of finding one. Stay curious, stay lucky, and keep searching. Your next discovery might just be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is Coins, signing off with another story of history, heritage, and hidden fortune. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your hands steady, because the next legendary Liberty might be waiting just around the corner.